Hi, this is Jess. Welcome back to Dear Craft. Okay, today we are making some homemade paper, which we will then use to make our valentines. We had some scrap construction paper, and we're using an egg carton here to rip it all up and put it in a big bowl. This is my daughter's first time making paper, and she was really excited about it. It's just a fun project to do with kids because it's just really immersive and feels good on the fingers. So we had a lot of fun ripping up paper, getting it all wet. We let it soak for quite a while to get nice and soft. And then we blended it up in the food processor and then added it back to the big bowl with water. And then we started making paper. And I got this really cheap like splatter guard screen to make the paper with. And then I put the like formed pulp onto dish towels. And then this is where I'm using the dried marigolds that I did a couple months ago. My friend grew these marigolds and then I have dried them, and they dried really, really well. And I thought they would be beautiful in the paper. So my daughters helped with that. And yeah, this is the paper making process. Definitely not an expert again at it. And we did this like in the middle of the night, so that's why the lighting's a little terrible. And it took some time to dry. But after a couple days, it was all set to go and had like this pretty purple color to it. The flower petals did go like a little, almost like moldy, but it wasn't too bad. Most of them looked pretty good. Some of them were a little off, like you can kind of see some green in it, but it's okay. And then we were just testing it out to see what it would look like. So we started cutting out some shapes. And then I remembered that I still had a lot of those Iron Orchard design transfers. If you remember when I made the puppet theater, they're the like amazing transfers that you could put on really anything and the print will transfer. So I started cutting out the flowers that I had left over and transferring them to these little hearts that we were cutting out. So this is like a big sheet of the homemade paper with the flower petals in it. And I think I'm just cutting out like a really large heart. I didn't have a lot of time in the last couple weeks. Work has been really busy for lots of making and like too much creative thought, unfortunately. That's been going more into my job at the moment. So I made these kind of just trying it out, just to have fun with it because it's something I've never done before. So I'm cutting out this large heart here, and then you're going to see that I cut out a flower from the Lover of Flowers book from Iron Orchard Design. And yeah, so I was just looking for the right flower for the heart. I ended up giving these valentines to my daughters and my husband because I was doing these while kids were in school and nap time, that kind of thing. And yeah, it was really sweet just to make a little heart and a little valentine. I don't really like decorate for Valentine's Day, and I have gotten the kids like more gifts in the past, but I've kept it more simple this year, which I think is fine. It's okay if you have years where you really celebrate a holiday and then years that you don't really celebrate a holiday. So this was kind of more of a minor Valentine's Day kind of gift, and I'm okay with that. All the kids liked their little hearts, and my husband liked his heart too. And again, it's just something to hold on to, or just knowing that, like, you know, there was a lot of thought and work that went into even this little heart with the amount of time it took to make it all come together. But there you go. There you see the flower that I cut out. And again, these are like such amazing products. I'm definitely going to buy some more. I saw that Iron Orchard Design just released like their spring collection, and there's one, it's either Emily or Amelia Clark, but I have seen her artwork before, and so they have a book all inspired by her artwork, and that's one I definitely plan to purchase. I just love the art. It's just so beautiful. So maybe I'll be purchasing one of those soon for another project. But yeah, here I am just laying it on. I was interested to see how it would be on the really like textured, rough paper, but it like came off great. And because the transfer is so matte, it looks like incredible on it. I was just really impressed how it looked with the paper because the paper is so matte and then the transfer was really matte. It just looked really interesting and different. Yeah, so you're seeing me rub it on. It was so easy, and the paper kind of squished under, but it still looked really good. There was no like major indentation. And yeah, it turned out really, really nice. It's just cute. So those are the little valentines, and I was really happy with how they were all coming out. I plan to save some of the paper sheets that I have left over, and again, I still have lots of flowers. So I like that. Like I used the marigolds for one project and used it in this project, and then used the paper for this project, and maybe we'll use it in a future project. So I think it's good to hold on to the materials that you make and keep. So I hope you like the valentines. Thanks.